Among the many iPhone clone design phones you will find in the market is the recently launched Infinix Smart 8 Plus. It is frustrating that nothing has changed in the design, yet this might be one of the best budget phones in this month. For the price, you can get it for 120,000 Naira and 130,000 Naira, depending on your location and the seller. So what makes the Smart 8 Plus special? To make 135,000 Naira these days is not that easy. So considering this, in this video, I will tell you why the Smart 8 Plus is worth buying and also mention some area where the Smart 8 Plus need improvement. So here is what you need to know about the phone. It runs on the MediaTek Helio G35 octa-core processor, unlike the regular Smart 8 with a Unisoc T606 processor. This is better because most people who use budget Android phones prefer the MediaTek CPU over Unisoc. This is based on comments I have received from my viewers over the years. Besides, the Helio G36 is more efficient in battery consumption, has a higher CPU clock speed, and supports higher display resolution and up to 50 megapixel camera. The main camera is 50 megapixel, supported by an 8 megapixel selfie sensor. There are 8 camera modes on this phone, including the slow motion mode, the beauty mode, and the portrait mode. I will test some of the features of this camera later on. One surprising feature of this device is the 6000 mAh battery that powers it. What we usually get is 5000 mAh. Even with the big battery, the phone still feels light. Now, this gets me wondering, if these people can make phones with up to 6000 mAh battery and 7000 mAh battery without feeling heavy and bulky, why not let go of 5000 mAh batteries for all their phones? At least those who love playing games with their phones will so love it. And just to let you know, the charging capacity of the phone is 18 watts. 30 minutes of charge with the default 18-watt charger took the battery from 77% to 92%. That is 15% in 30 minutes. This is slow, but would have been a little faster if the battery were 5000 mAh. Let me mention that it also supports the dynamic bar and charging indicator light. I thought that we'll never get to see the charging indicator light ever again since the introduction of the dynamic bar, but it's a good thing it's here. Anyways, before I forget my manners, let me show you what's in the box. Looking so much like the regular Smart 8, the packaging box comes with the phone right on top. It has the same design as the regular Smart 8 and a host of other iPhone clone phones. Still inside the box is the 18-watt charger, a Type-C USB cable, an earpiece, a SIM eject pin, and a bumper case. Just in case you are not subscribed to my channel yet, it doesn't cost you anything to hit the subscribe button and like this video. And also use the link in the description if you want to buy this phone. Now, on the design, there's nothing to talk about it that we've not seen from Transsion Holding in recent times. The only thing is that it doesn't support dual speakers, but the sound quality is fine and loud on average. The SIM tray, which supports 2 SIM cards and a memory card, the side power button that doubles as a fingerprint scanner, and all the cutouts in the bottom part of the phone are still the same as the previous budget phones from Infinix. So nothing is new or improved here. Now, let's talk about the camera. Although it's a 50 megapixel sensor, I'm not expecting much from it. For a start, it doesn't even support the Super Night mode, a common camera feature available for most budget phones. Starting with the AI mode, the quality of pictures from the camera is not bad at all. Because of the low display resolution of the screen, you might not notice the real quality until you view the pictures from another device with a better display. More on the display in a moment. The portrait mode is also very effective. It doesn't give you any control over the amount of blur that you will get, but the autofocus does have very fine blur for very close objects, removing distractions from the background. Then the slow motion mode. You only get to record at 120 frames per second on this camera, but the quality isn't that bad, especially with sufficient light. The normal video mode supports 720p and 1080p resolution at 30 frames per second. The quality is excellent for a budget phone of this price. It can be used to make product videos, TikTok videos, and even for someone starting a YouTube journey. Come to the front camera, we are talking about an 8 megapixel sensor. I love the quality of pictures, and the portrait mode does not disappoint too. I also love the way the camera focuses on my eye, making the iris glossier than normal. It supports all the modes that come with the back camera except for the slow motion mode. This is a video I recorded with the front camera. Let me know what you think about it. Hi guys, this is the front camera of the Infinix Smart 8 Plus. It's an 8 megapixel camera sensor and I think I'm loving it. It's actually a good camera. Just imagine that you are watching this video as a TikTok video. I don't think you will complain about the quality of the camera, especially that it's just the front camera. So the back camera will even do better. I think it's a very good one. The camera of the Smart 8 Plus does not give users much control, just like some other budget phones out there. But when it comes to the quality, it deserves some commendation. So when it comes to the camera of the Smart 8 Plus, it's a good one. The display is a little disappointing with its 720 pixel resolution. The processor can support 1080 by 2400 pixel resolution, and obviously, it would have been better for this phone. If you are buying this phone, then don't expect crisp or sharp images on the display. However, the display is not entirely disappointing since it has a 90Hz refresh rate, a punch-hole notch camera design, and a fast response time. Although it might give you a hard time viewing on-screen content under direct sunlight, the display brightness is still very okay. Another thing I want to mention is that it doesn't come with a lot of pre-installed apps. There are actually many if you count them, about 41 of them, including system apps. But on a typical Infinix and Tecno phone, you might get up to 50. Honestly, I wish that the 41 pre-installed apps here can be further reduced. At least it will give users more control over what they want to install. Finally, the gaming capacity of the phone. Most people who use phone with the TC06 processor, like the regular Smart 8, claim that their phone can handle Call of Duty Mobile and eFootball. But the Helio G36 processor, although stronger in processing power, is weaker in gaming, according to Nano Review. So I will encourage users to stick with regular arcade games that require little from the processor. The downsides of the phone include the low resolution display, the iPhone design pattern, lack of extra features such as Fuller's AI Assistant and Social Turbo, slow charging, and lack of Super Night mode in the camera. The better sides of the phone include the big battery, the battery efficient processor, the camera, and the price. So why does this matter anyway? Prices of phones are currently going up. The regular Smart 8 with the same storage capacity as this phone was 100,000 naira. Currently, the price is around 117,000 naira. So if you add 10,000 naira to your budget, you might be able to get the 8 Plus with better features. I'm guessing that in a few weeks, the price will go up. So the right time for you to make a smart move is now. Click this video to watch a full review of the regular Smart 8 Plus, and I will see you there.